Hello. Today we're going to learn about adding integers. If you remember from last week, integers are positive and negative counting numbers, and they also include zero. So these are some examples of adding integer problems that we're going to be working on. But now we're going to learn how to add positive and negative numbers together. These are note 7. If you can make sure you have that updated in your notebooks, that would be great. We're going to talk through 3 ways of adding integers. Number chips is the first, number line, and rules, just the general rules. But we'll start with number chips. Number chips look like this. They're plus signs and minus signs. And if we were in school, I might be able to give you little circles, and one side is red and one side is yellow, and you might have used those in the past. But they're representing positives and negatives. And the important thing is that one positive and one negative is called a zero pair. They're called a zero pair because they're opposites. We learned the definition of opposites last week, that opposites add to be zero. Well, positive 1 plus negative 1 is 0. So together, we're going to be able to cross them out because they add to be 0. So if we're going to work on this math problem, 6 plus negative 7. The positive 6 we're going to represent with 6 plus signs. I love number chips because it always is going to give us the right answer. It's consistent, and it's a really nice visual way of representing these problems. Negative 7 is going to be 7 negatives. After we draw our picture, then we're going to cross out any zero pair. So this is zero pair, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this, and this. And what's left over is our answer. You see how I have one negative left over? That means this answer is negative 1. So after you cancel your zero pairs, your leftovers are your answers. To do the second problem, we would draw 7 negatives to represent negative 7, 2, 6, 7. The positive 4 is 4 positives. We cancel out all of our zero pairs. I this time have 3 negatives left over, so this answer is negative 3. One more example. Negative 3 plus negative 4. Negative 3 is 3 negatives. Negative 4 is 4 negatives. This time, however, we have a difference. We have something weird going on because these are not zero pairs. Those are 2 negatives. When you're adding and both numbers are negative, there are no zero pairs. There's nothing to cancel. All of them are our answer together. So this answer is negative 7. So when there are no zero pairs, there's nothing to cancel, and all of them together are your answer. So this answer was negative 7. All right, the next method is using number lines. Number lines are great, and when you get to come into my classroom, I have a number line hanging here on a front board. If you see it right here, right there. Number line is very, very helpful. It's a nice visual representation. Some background about a number line. If it's a positive number, you're going to go to the right. You always move to the right if it's positive. If it's a negative number, you're going to move to the left. And the key is that we always start at 0. You always are going to start at 0. And then these are directions. They're telling us what to do. So if I start at 0, I'm going to go to positive 3, up 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not going to go to the negative 5 in the negative direction. So from this point, I'm going to go backwards 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where I landed here at negative 2. That's my answer. So when you're thinking about a number line, these numbers are the directions. They're the boss. They're telling you where to go. So we start at 0. We went up 3 because it was a positive 3. And then we went back 5 because it was a negative 5. And where we land is our answer. If we want to do one more of the number line, we start at 0. We're going to go back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go